All right, by a show of hands, who here has had braces before? Show of hands.
Actually, yeah, I have.
Okay. So, did they hurt?
Sometimes.
Were they uncomfortable?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel that, bro.
You know, as a victim of braces myself, I can say yes to all of those questions. Now, for my credibility, I have someone very, very close to me that is a professional in the field of orthodontics, and they've gone out of their way to teach me what they know.
Who is that person?
Actually, my girlfriend. But for any audience members that want to pursue a career in orthodontics, learning the rubber band procedures are crucial for that job. So the key points I'm going to be teaching y'all is the proper hand positions for the tools, correct movement of the tools while in the mouth, and the specific ways to apply and remove the rubber bands. So without further ado, I will be demonstrating the rubber band procedures. Okay, so as you can see here, that's a mold of my teeth from a while ago. You can tell that they're not really straight because the brackets are kind of janky.
It's kind of cute.
So I should get started here pretty soon. Okay, so this tool I'm picking up right now, that's called the Explorer. That's what you use to take braces off, and you use this sharp edge right here to dig into the mouth. That's for taking rubber bands off. Now that tool right there is called a Matthew hemostat. That's for putting them on, and you hold them like a pair of pliers, like so. You squeeze once. Okay, you squeeze once to hear one click, and I let go, and it's still tightened. And then you do 2 more clicks, and then it releases. Now to get started, what you want to do is take the sharp edge and put it into the braces right there. But you do not want to point into the mouth. You don't want to point towards the gum or the teeth, because you can see if you go in the rubber band, you can chip their tooth, as I just did right there, which of course is bad, and you could chip their gum right there, which will cause major irritation. So what I do is I go from the top of the side, pointing towards me, go under the rubber band while staying above the bracket. And what I do here is I just pull towards myself and then pull the rubber band out of each one of the 4 corners, like so. And it should just stick right onto the rubber band. And then once you get pretty good at it, it's kind of muscle memory at that point. You kind of just go in, as I do here, and pull, and take it out each one of the corners. Usually I go in a cycle. That's all. It was kind of like a clockwise rotation. And then here I'm just demonstrating on the bottom bracket as well. It's just the same thing. Of course, it is tedious. So again, you just pull, go, pull, and then do each one of the 4 corners, take it out. Now, for the next part, see, yeah, that's what it should look like after they're out. So then say the patient wants blue rubber bands this time. What you do is you take the Matthew hemostat and you grab one of the rubber bands at the very, very tip of it, as close as you can get to the tip, and then you just squeeze once and pull it off, okay? So using the top, what you do is while you hold it like a pair of pliers, what you want to do is put it underneath one of the brackets like this, and then go in a cycle. So see how I'm going from one side down, and then to the right, and then up. So sort of like, you know, a rotation of sorts. You don't just want to go from one random corner to the other. And then of course, just after doing it again, it kind of becomes muscle memory. You just pull from the very edge, and then you just apply just the exact same way. You go from one of the corners, and then go in a circle, kind of. And you click twice, and it releases, and boom. And then just like taking them off, I demonstrated on the bottom. So you see that little wire protruding? That's every time you have one of those on the bottom, you want to start with that first. That's the one you want to start with. So see how the long metal rod protruding right there? I put it in that one. That counts as one of the 4 corners, and then the same thing follows. I go down and then right and then up in the same cycle. And just right there, as you can see, if it, like, obviously if I did all of them, they would all be blue, but for time management, they should all been blue. So, what I want my audience to take from this is that if you want to pursue a career in orthodontics, knowing these procedures right here are a vital asset in not only getting but obtaining the job. And if I was able to learn both of these procedures in one day, I'm sure all of you can too. Thank you. That's it.